So I've been working on a little bit of a new save file, a base game only save file where I rebuild and renovate a lot of the lots in Willow Creek and Oasis Springs, rebuilding Newcrest, I guess, you know, building Newcrest from the ground up because the whole world is empty. And I just made a starter home, but I'm feeling really inspired to make the one that's next door. So today we're gonna make a base game starter home. Eventually I wanna fill up all of Newcrest. I have a vision for this neighborhood. I'm thinking these two little houses here. This one's 1 bedroom, we're gonna do a 2-bedroom house. A park, maybe a library, a gym, you know, that kind of thing over here. It's gonna be adorable. And I kinda want the house that lives here to be sorta similar in style to this one. I think I wanna have the same front door and the same brick foundation, but like, you know, different color and shape and whatnot. I saw this house. Please excuse the poor quality photo. It was small, but you get the vibes. God, I wish that we had more brightly colored front doors in the base game, but it's okay. We can make do with what we have. And then obviously it'll be 2 bedrooms, maybe 2 bedrooms in the back and like a small living dining kitchen area in the front. I feel like we can make this work with 16,000 simoleons in a really small lot. We can do it. I love to build like small houses in The Sims. In general, I prefer to play in small houses in The Sims too. Like I find it so annoying when you have a giant lot and like a giant house because your Sims are just all over the place. You're constantly like paging up and down between floors. I much prefer to play in like a small 1-story house. Even if I have like 5 bedrooms, I like it to be 1 story. I like how 2-story houses look better, but I just prefer to play in 1-story houses. I find it's a lot easier to play the game in them. Oh, this is gonna be a small house. Okay. I love this kind of thing. I think it's so cute. How am I gonna fit 2 bedrooms in this though? Okay, we do it like this. I think this could work. We have a little hallway with all the doors into the bedrooms and bathroom. I'm picturing the kitchen could go on this wall, maybe a small dining table and then like a living room here. And then obviously parents' room, kids' room. Maybe if we're feeling fancy, we could have a back porch. I don't know. This neighbor's house has a backyard, but I don't think this house can have a backyard. I think that's gonna be a little bit out of our price range if we're trying to have a whole 2 bedrooms. I don't know. I doubt we could pull it off. Okay, but then the roof, I bet I'm gonna hate this. The roof was gonna go like this. I need to make it like very low. Kind of want it to be skinnier. I feel like this is probably fine if it's like this. Yeah, I like how that looks better. Very small kid's bedroom. But it's supposed to be a small house, so it's fine. It's not meant to be big. Oh, I want it to be wider. This is probably a mistake because it throws off the whole vibes. But I feel like it being 3 wide just makes more sense. No. 2 wide. Tiny. It's tiny. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm making a bad choice right now. The expensive door feels like a mistake. Okay, we get a window in there. That's the bedroom. Maybe we'll do, actually, what if we do 3 windows on the back and another expensive door on the back? Okay, that doesn't feel so bad. And we have 10,000 simoleons to finish the rest of it. I kind of want to have tile in the kitchen. I think it could be cute. I'm spending a very large amount of money on this that I should not be. We cannot afford this many cabinets. But look, isn't that cute? All right, let's just get all the necessities. Before we start doing anything that we shouldn't, let's just make sure we have all the important stuff. Okay, see, fully functional. Okay, and then I go and then I go and decide that I want to get some fancy fences and stuff. But look, we want it to be cute. What's the point in making the house if it's not going to be cute, you know? Okay, I wanted to have a dining table, but I don't know if that's going to work anymore, huh? Okay, unless we swap it and put the table like that. It's a tight squeeze, but I think it technically fits. Just don't know if I like it or not. We'll think about it. We'll come back to that one. For now, I want to make sure that we actually have beds. I'm gonna put the computer in this room, and then this room can have, maybe a dresser. I think that fits. Okay, the house feels furnished to me. We could also have like a smaller rug and no coffee table if we wanted to save some money and some space. Okay, we need trash cans. 1 outside, 1 in the kitchen. I'm not gonna bother, this is bad, but look, they don't get a fire alarm. I simply just prefer to not have one. I keep saying this in my videos, but look, if it were up to me, I would have no fire alarm because I think it's more fun when things burn by accident. Who cares about safety when you could have the excitement of your house catching on fire? The house next door is blue. Maybe this one could be green. I'm running out of money. This is not good. Okay, 2,500 simoleons. What can we do with this? Oh, I love the idea of using this bed in the purple color. That's kind of fun. Have a little robot lamp because it's space themed. Robots like space, right? I want to match the bed. I think that looks kind of cool. And then maybe we could have like, I guess a blue on the wall that matches the blue on the dot. I think it's supposed to be a planet. No, none of them are bright enough. I think I like the light one. one. Oh, this poster feels like it looks really good in here. 200, Whoa, whoa, 200. Why? The other ones are like, this one's 65. Okay, 200 simoleons for one poster. I don't think so. Okay, we can just leave this room as something very simple. We probably can't afford much else. So, I wish this base game bed had more swatches. I'm so sick of it all looking the exact same every time. But like when you make these cheap starter homes, you don't really have much of a choice because you pretty much only have access to like the cheapest bed. So of course it ends up being this bed over and over and over again. It looks so dark. There's like a glitch recently where you have too many windows, the room gets dark. I don't know why, but I don't want to have to put 2 lights in there. That is horrible. Oh, wow. That's ugly. Okay, no. I want to have tile or like some sort of backsplash because there's nothing on this wall. So does that seem like it's a good combo? Or is that really weird? I don't know. I might keep it though. There's like a sort of purpley tone to the blue. Ooh, kind of like this. Oh, that's kind of nice. I decided to make something brighter for the bedroom because we have nothing to lose. Maybe we could swap the posters to this wall because there's like a sort of accented wall there. So it doesn't look as empty. That kind of works. I'm getting paper towels. I know. We're getting real fancy over here with the decorations, guys. I don't mean to brag, but I wonder if I can get a better bed. I can't really afford much else. See, no, that's too big. Like, at least this bed is smaller, so it fits. I think that's the best we can do. Maybe we use the extra money to put, like, I don't know, a table out here or something. Oh, I think that's kind of fun. You just know that your Sims are gonna constantly sit there instead of inside. They're gonna, like, do their homework out there all the time. It'll be raining. They'll still go out there and do their homework there. Look at how sad this house looks. Oh my god. We need to, like, update the front somehow. Is it better if it's flatter? Picture was much cuter. I'm not gonna lie, the photo we looked at was way better than this. Oh, I think if we get some landscaping, it'll be a lot better. I think it just needs some more pizzazz. Maybe I scoot it like significantly farther forward on the lot. Bit of a waste of money getting a fake fence, but something about the fence being there makes it feel more finished. Does that make sense? Oh, I have to get rid of the foundation anyway so I can do the landscaping now. So we will come back to that. Okay, bb.show hidden objects. Show live edit objects. Oh my goodness. Okay. We get some bushes lining the back. These are the little flowers that I liked. I think at the end of the day, it needs to be really similar to the other house. Like it needs to sort of match the neighbor's house. Okay, I'm just gonna give myself, because I don't have the Better Build Buy mod installed right now, I'm just gonna give myself a stack of these flowers to pick from and then scroll back to my bushes. I've misplaced the trees I wanted to use. I repeat, I have misplaced my trees. Oh, here we go. This is the one that matches. I think we wanted to put like, yeah, I feel like putting it in front of the house is not a bad thing. Maybe another in the back corner, kind of like this one. Yeah. Oh, I hate scrolling through debug. But look, it's worth it because we get free landscaping. So it's a couple moments of pain and in return we get free plants. Also, a lot of these plants I honestly like better than the ones that we have in the game. Like the ones that are like the paid landscaping. A lot of these I honestly think are better than those. So in my opinion, the debug stuff, well worth looking for. Like I much prefer this bush to the one that's actually like in the base game for both of these, like this plant and the bush, because the darker green leaves are better. Like the actual one has more of this color leaf. I don't know, I just prefer it. And then it's kind of fun to have like the different swatches to combine, mix and match a little bit, you know? Okay, let me put the foundation back. Expensive. Okay. Let me get rid of the extra plants too. I feel like that's cute. It's a little bit busier than the other one. There's like more plants, but that's not a bad thing. Okay. Now I just want to put terrain paint underneath the whole house because it's free and it makes it look more finished. I like doing this. I feel like a lot of the houses in The Sims, they look so, I don't know, just like plopped down. And I feel like when you put terrain paint around them, it makes it look more intentional. Okay. See, isn't that pretty? You have to agree. Well, you can't disagree because I'm the only one here. Yeah, I think I might do this. I like the planter boxes. I feel like they're a nice touch. It's like easy to make the backyard look full. There's no toys, but I don't know if this is supposed to be a kid's room or a teen's room. I guess we could put just a Blarfy. Yeah. Anything else that we need? I'm just trying to think about like anything else we could possibly put. Oh, what if we switch it? I'm gonna do it again with a corkboard. It's a Simsie signature. I'm putting a corkboard and some postcards. Lucky Palms and Bridgeport. Oh, we can get toilet paper. Oh, high rollers now. Okay. Maybe we could even get like, why is this towel cheaper than the hand towel? Do you see that? The big towel is the cheapest one. I guess we can scoot over the sink and just pretend we have some more decorations in the bathroom. I kind of like that. I feel like those two houses look good together. They make sense. Feels like an appropriate little neighborhood. And it's not even that expensive. Like, oh, I have 4 simoleons left. It's only 16,500. We could have put more in it. There we go. So if you're looking for any lots to fill up Newcrest with, these are both base game and they're both in my gallery, so you can grab them. And just imagine what it's gonna look like when the rest of it's full. I'm so excited. Look at all of our progress. Ooh, 2 whole lots. Doing great. But yeah, I'm thinking these 3 community lots, all of these will be houses. Maybe like 2 more houses and some more community lots or something. I'm not sure. We could do like a big museum sort of gardens thing here. It's a giant lot. Maybe like a nightclub or something. I'm not sure. A public pool could be a fun idea as well. Why are you mowing now? Don't you know that I'm recording? I'm trying to make starter homes for Newcrest. But anyway, with that being said, and with the mowing starting, I think now is a good time for me to leave you alone. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like build videos like this, I make so many build videos on my channel. So I'll have a playlist down below for you, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. I have recorded 3 videos today. I'm having so much fun building right now. I can't stop.